And we're back. This is Minding Your Business with the Lancaster Chamber of Commerce. I'm Chris Spiker of Antelope Valley Florist.
I'm Aaron Goldstein from Goldstein Digital. Our last guest of the day is Gina Whipple from the Teachers Association of Lancaster.
Hi, thanks for having me, you guys.
You bet. Hey, you know, Aaron, you could read that. You should thank a teacher. You could read my writing, so you got to thank a teacher twice.
Absolutely.
Well, Gina, thanks for
All right.
being here.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Hey,
So,
and thank you for being a member of the Chamber of Commerce.
absolutely.
Now, why would your organization join a Chamber of Commerce?
Well, granted, we're teachers. We have our local union, which is Teachers Association of Lancaster, but we also have 17 local unions here that represent about 4,000 teachers. And in addition to our classroom duties, we are all members of the community, and we want to be able to reach out to parents and to business owners and to anyone in the community that we think can help make a difference in our classrooms and out in the community.
You're still an everyday teacher.
Yes.
You're still in the classroom.
Yes.
And you and I have been in the same classroom, not as a student, but
Yeah, you actually came in and spoke to my class on career day.
those career days are so important because not every kid's going to be a rock star
Absolutely.
or a cowboy or an astronaut. Some are going to be photographers and florists and board operators at a radio station,
And we need all of them.
and we need all of them. And for a lot of adults, this is the only chance they ever have to go into a classroom.
Yeah, it's we hear a lot of times from people who come in how savvy our kids are. I teach 8th grade, and yeah, they're very knowledgeable and they're very interested in learning about their options after school. So
Well, this is our future, right?
absolutely.
I mean, they got to be excited. But teachers are so important.
Yeah, we think so.
Most important people in the world.
Well, that's very sweet.
Yeah. At all age groups.
Yeah.
Aaron's working. He's out at the college taking classes out there, and hopes to one day be teaching what he's in class for right now.
Oh, that's great.
Currently volunteering.
Yes, well, that's good. You know what? The kids love that. And I think it's really important for a lot of our students to see younger people who are still working on their education and getting a chance to talk to them and hearing what their options are for other careers other than college.
He's telling people in the 8th grade, I was in this class, 7 years ago?
Yeah. Well, it's nice. It gives them some perspective and sometimes gives them some hope that, hey, I can make it through and I can be successful and pursue something that I'm really interested in.
Well, so tell me a little bit more about CTA, California Teachers Association.
Well, CTA is our state association, obviously, and we represent about 325,000 teachers, teachers, psychologists, college professors, I know I'm probably forgetting, counselors. Yeah, we've got a very big, broad association.
And every school has a sheriff's deputy now.
I don't think every school does. I know I'm in Lancaster School District, and I believe we have 2 that cover our entire district. We have 22 sites.
Oh, so they
So-
park the car and move around.
Yes, they go where they're needed.
Wow. That all started when I was throwing dirt in the 4th grade. I think that was the start of it right there.
Oh, it might have been.
I got corrected though. I stopped doing that.
You found your way.
I did.
Oh, good.
Yeah. A teacher and a principal with patience.
Oh, well, that's invaluable.
You're a classroom teacher, but you're also involved with the union.
Yes. I've been president of my association for 6 years. Before that, I was our negotiations chair. And this entire time, I have been in the classroom full-time. I teach 8th grade English and some art. Starting next year, I will actually have 2 periods of release time. So I will be available to go out and, do things within the community as well as support my teachers.
Something different.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
We don't want anybody being bored.
Well, that's not likely. Every day's different, so.
what sort of education did you have?
Well, I got my bachelor's in criminology, if you can believe it.
I believe it.
Yeah. So, but I did my bachelor's, and I went for a couple more years and got my teaching credential. And this is my 21st year teaching. This coming August will be 21 years. So and like I said, it's never the same day twice. It's never boring.
Yeah, it's because you're a happy camper.
Well, I like to think so.
Yeah. Does every teacher have a bachelor's?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know what? I would say the majority of our teachers have a master's or beyond.
Wow.
So, yeah, it takes a lot to keep current with the changes that come about in education and in like a single subject field.
Right.
So
Continuing ed.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So there's not a teacher in the classroom that's a quitter.
No.
They all had to go and go and go and go.
Right. And keep going.
The kids get that.
You hope so. You hope they get it.
Wow.
So.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
21 years in the classroom.
Mm-hmm.
You got a
Yeah.
few more.
Oh, yeah. I've got about 15 more to go.
I was telling you about one of my favorite teachers. I think I still remember every name through elementary. Was my second grade teacher. They were just nice people.
Yeah.
You'd see them like walking through the campus years later, and I know that had to make the teacher feel good when they're remembered too.
Yeah, that's one of the high points. For 13 years, I taught an opportunity class, which was for the kids that had challenges and that sometimes needed a break from their regular classroom. And one of the coolest things that I remember is the kids coming back. Coming back to say, hey, you were right, or even to say, I didn't like you very much at that time, but I did learn something from it, and I was able to come out and make better decisions and improve my life. And that's a very good feeling, because sometimes it gets rough, and you wonder if you're making a difference. You wonder if you're getting through to the kids, and but it never fails. Every year, for myself, and I know other teachers, we get those kids that come back. And
you were right.
Yeah.
You were right, Miss Whipple.
And it's not even about being right. It's about, they did hear me. They did listen somewhere, even though they didn't want to at the time. It feels good to know that you're getting through and that you've been a positive influence on them. So.
Encouragement, so important.
Yeah.
Everybody in every job category needs encouragement.
Yeah, a little bit of acknowledgement, a little bit of appreciation, it goes so far.
My wife is professionally educated. She's a dentist now. Grew up in the Philippines, and she thinks if you have a tree, you can have a classroom. Sometimes it's really about the teacher and the student.
Yeah.
Facilities are very important.
Sure.
However, for teaching to go on, it can be fairly simple.
Yeah, and some of the most important teaching may not happen in a structured lesson. A lot of times that happens when you're able to build a rapport with a student or have a relationship with a student that gives them hope, that does encourage them, and that feels really good too, because it doesn't all have to be about academics. A lot of times it's making a connection.
A connection. I've been in some classes with STEAM and classes where they're building robots.
Oh yeah.
And you just see these brains working. It's wonderful.
These kids are capable of so much. I mean, I don't think not that you and I are the same age, but back when I was in school, we didn't have a lot of these opportunities. And I think that we view students differently now. We give them the opportunities to fail, to make mistakes, but to learn from that and to achieve amazing things. So.
That's called learning. Huh?
Yeah, it sure is.
And does the teacher know everything?
Oh, heck no.
Okay, so sometimes they learn together.
You know what? We learn a lot from the kids, as much as they learn from us sometimes.
Look, we didn't have a schedule today. We didn't have an agenda.
Nope.
Well, except to thank a chamber member.
Yes.
And an important part of the community. I mentioned that we make a video, so it's up there. Contact information. How do people find the Teachers Association, California Teachers?
Well, they can look on the internet at cta.org. That would be for the California Teachers Association, which has links to all kinds of member benefits, conferences, teaching conferences, and also has links to NEA, which is National Education Association, which we are also a member of that national affiliate.
So you're well connected.
I think so. I think so.
That wasn't a leading question. People can find out a lot about education and classes.
Yep.
Get plugged in somewhere along the way through your organization.
Yeah, they have a lot of resources. A lot of resources for teachers and for parents too, who might have questions about Common Core or curriculum, or just how to get in touch with somebody to get information.
You said even though it's the summertime, you're on school vacation, you're busier than ever.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, I told you I was in Boston, and I was actually a delegate at the NEA Representative Assembly, which I think there were about 8,000 of us from across the country who meet once a year to look at issues surrounding education, and so we worked on developing some policies and some vision statements and some things like that. So.
Well, Gina, thank you very much. We're talking with Gina Whipple, California Teachers Association of Lancaster.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you.